Seated. Tuttle.
Thank you, Your Honor. We're present today in case 25 CR 1083, State of Ohio versus Willie Blackwell. The defendant is present, represented by counsel attorney G. Michael Goins. On November 19th of 2025, the defendant pled guilty to the indictment, one count of possession of cocaine with a forfeiture specification. A pre-sentence report and drug and alcohol evaluation have been completed. The parties have had the opportunity to view those prior to today's hearing, and we are prepared to proceed. Thank you.
Mr. Goins.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. I spoke with my client and I reviewed the PSI. We are prepared to prepare you.
All right, go ahead.
I'm afraid we heard, Your Honor. My client takes absolute responsibility for his actions. It's quite a bit of a checkered past, Your Honor. His past involves I'm a family which isn't. I'm a family which has a history of long addiction. Mother was a drug addict, father was a drug addict. He sought all of his life. Your Honor, even though my client is reluctant to say, since the mid-teens of his life, this is most likely the longest period of time when he has not used drugs or been in a drug war, Your Honor. I've represented him in his past. I've represented two of his brothers. I'm also come from the drug world. They're addicts and they've sold drugs themselves, Your Honor. On his last record, I think the court has a copy of the journal entry.
since then?
I just been doing like little DoorDash and my friend and associate account and that stuff.
Where are you living?
Right now, I stay with my aunt in Warrenville, Ellicott,
How long you been living there?
for the past 4 years, I think.
Okay.
Um,
So what's this, what is this, where's the CBCF that Judge Gavel ordered you to?
the order in the area, she said the rain. I'm not really familiar with it, like the area, but I just know that's where I was admitted to.
You get that from me, Adrian, and she's not determined which one yet. It's about availability.
Did you get, Jennifer, did you get that information from his PO? That where he was supposed to go?
I believe it was the Lorraine Medina Community-Based Correctional
But
Facility.
that came from her, right? From
I
the
believe
PO?
so.
Okay.
Yes.
How do I know that anything with you is ever going to change from what has been going on for the past 15 years?
To be honest, I'm just ready for a change. I finally got a kid. I got a daughter, so I'm just want her to give her something to look up to. I ain't trying to.
Where does your daughter live?
She's staying with her mother on the west side. The exact address, I don't really know the exact address, but I know it's like on the west side.
How old is she?
She's 4. Just turned 4 in December. I'm just ready for a change, to be honest, Your Honor.
And then, so if you change, what are you going to do?
Basically, I'm just gonna work, look for a career, try to start in somewhere. Got to start somewhere. So start with a good career job or
Like
good,
what? Like what?
Well, honestly, as of now, I've been looking into getting my CDLs.
Is your license valid right now?
Yes.
And what would you have to do to get a CDL, do you know?
Yeah, I gotta go to school, at least do a 4-month class, and basically that's it. Take a test and things like that.
All right, now, you go back 10 years with this stuff, with a drug offense in Cuyahoga in 16,
Yeah.
another one in 18,
Yes, not here.
weapons charge in 19, the one in Cuyahoga, recent one in 22, and this one. Has it dawned on you you're not very good at this drug thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Why is it that you were kind of trying to soft sell to Miss Canals your drug problem? Because if you've picked up all these offenses because you're selling to try to get some to use, and then you got a pretty serious drug problem.
Mm.
And the fact that you haven't been able to quit doing that stuff after getting caught all these times means you have a serious drug problem. So why did you tell her that you didn't really have one? It wasn't that bad.
To be honest, I'll just say I was just confused. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't thinking I had a drug problem as any drug user, like, to be honest. But, Your Honor, I just want to say, like I told the lady, I don't remember her name, but I'm willing to do whatever to get any help. So As I said, if you want to admit me into any classes or things in that such, in that order, I'm willing to I'm ready for a change. I'm ready to just do anything just to get this drug problem over. I feel the best I have, and I don't know how long.
Well, so what changed? Because you tested negative when you were here,
Yes.
and then when you came back, so what has changed in the last several months?
I've just been thinking about my daughter, to be honest. Like, I need a change. I need to get all this over with, all this. I'm just done. I'm just done with it.
Well, it couldn't have been solely your daughter, or you wouldn't have picked up this offense, right? Because your daughter was, when this happened.
Well, at the time, I was going through a lot. Like, with dealing with my mother's child, she wasn't actually like trying to be so co-parenting, and there was just a lot of stress on me with that. But now everything's been looking better on my end. She's been trying to let me see my daughter and things and that such. So I just, as the relationship got better with me and my child, it just really got my mind together and got my thoughts onto a better path.
Well, what's going to happen in the future if your relationship with her goes bad again and interferes with your daughter?
I'm just gonna go with the legal way. Like I wasn't at first because of the drug problems I was going through and things in that nature. But now that I'm clean and I'm ready to just go to a straight and narrow, so I'm just gonna focus on my future and on what's really going on in front of me. So I just want to sit here and tell you, like, I'm not going back to that path no more, like, at all. Your Honor, like, I don't want to deal with none of that, none of the things I have been. Just coming to see judges and have to put my attorney in things like this. I'm just really just tired, and I'm just ready for a change.
All right, anything else you want to say?
No, sir.
All right, have a seat. Ms. Tuttle?
Thank you, Your Honor. The state is recommending that the defendant serve a prison term in this case. There is a presumption in favor of a prison term, and no factor is present to overcome that presumption. The defendant's entire criminal history is drug-related, and he's failed to respond favorably to previously imposed sanctions. The amount of cocaine he had on his person was 13.03 grams. The defendant does have 2 days of jail time credit, and the state would ask for the forfeiture of the items to be granted. Thank you.
All right, I've reviewed the pre-sentence report on the drug and alcohol evaluation. I've considered all the provisions in 29, 29, 11, 12, and 13. You make it very difficult each time you go in front of a judge because the list gets longer. And like I said, you're not very good at this kind of stuff, so you ought to try something different. All right, I'm going to place you on community control for 4 years. You're going to serve 2 days with credit for 2. No drugs or alcohol, and you'll get screened. You are to utilize the services of only 1 doctor and 1 dentist, and 1 pharmacy for any prescription medication. You're to take your medication as is prescribed. You'll sign releases for probation to get your records. You're going to complete the CBCF through your Cuyahoga County probation and follow those recommendations. You're going to get full employment at the appropriate time, and you're going to pay the cost and supervision fees. Any other terms, Ms. Canals?
Your Honor, did you want Cuyahoga County to supervise him, or will he be supervised by both?
We're going to have Cuyahoga supervise him, and then whoever, it was Dave or Jamie, will keep an eye on it, because I want them to keep in touch with Ms. Jones here
Okay.
to make sure he's doing what he's supposed to be doing, because I'm taking a big chance on you.
I understand, Your Honor.
Do you understand all the terms?
Yes, sir.
If you violate, then the state will file a motion to terminate your community control. If I find you violated, you're looking at 36 months in prison. You understand that?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
And then I imagine if you violate from Judge Gallagher, you're looking at even more time in prison. So you're 28 right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Figure out how you want to live. Because this past 10 years ain't going too good, is it?
Yes, sir.
And the items subject to forfeiture are forfeited. Anything else, Ms. Tuttle?
Your Honor, court costs.
Yeah, I thought I said that, but yeah, the cost and supervision fees are imposed.
Thank you.
Ms.
Nothing
Goins?
further.
Anything else?
There's a court cost, Your Honor. He's indigent, and I do not foresee him having any income in the next couple of years, Your Honor.
Well, he's on community control for 4 years, so
Yes, Your Honor.
he can get his ass out of the CVCF, get straight, get a job, and pay it. All
I
right?
agree. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, that's it.